This is my Raleigh M-20 mountain track that I picked up from Facebook Marketplace for just $30. This is actually the second one of these I've had on the channel. The first one was green, and the link to that build is in the description. This bike is not in the best shape. The chain is rusty, and I'm not sure what happened to the rear shift cable, but that's the worst I've ever seen. The paint is all scratched, and the grips are in terrible shape. The plan is to tear the bike down to the frame, give it a new paint job, inspect, clean, and replace any worn or damaged parts. As always, I want to do this on a budget. Sit back, grab your favorite beverage, and watch as I restore this old, rusty Raleigh mountain track. Even though I sprayed most of the bolts with penetrating oil, I still had a difficult time removing some of the hardware, and the hammer of persuasion needed to come out a few times. To ensure I could thread the crank puller on, I cleaned the threads of the cranks thoroughly before I pulled them off. The bottom bracket had me worried for a moment, but with some patience and the hammer of persuasion, I was able to remove the dry side cup. The non-dry side was removed off camera after a thorough soaking in penetrating oil overnight. When removing the stem, I was surprised to find water. This bike must have lived outside for part of its life, and explains the rusty components. My process for paint is as follows. First, I thoroughly clean the frame, followed by sanding and scuffing the existing paint so that it has a proper surface for the new paint to adhere. Next, I apply a base coat, followed by custom stencils I created with my Cricut vinyl printer. I apply the next layer of paint and repeat as necessary to create the graphic design desired. For my first attempt, I think this came out okay. Now that paint is complete, it's time to build this bike back up. The rusty bottom bracket and headset components were soaked in evaporust overnight to remove any surface rust. I replaced the damaged grip shifters with a like set from my parts bin that were in better shape. I also replaced the chain, seat post clamp, and installed new cables and cable housings. As you can see, assembly was without incident and uneventful, and the bike is looking almost new again. Let me know how you think the bike is turning out in the comments below. If you made it this far, I would like to thank you. If you found this video entertaining or useful, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more bicycle restoration content, or click on one of the following for more videos.